All right, what's going on, guys? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Sergeant Moose here, back with another The Texas Chainsaw Massacre video. And today, guys, we have the massive, huge, freaking gigantic patch notes coming in from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Guys, I did proofread the patch. I read it all over with. I'm not going to go over the entire thing. It's literally going to take me like a half hour on the channel. There are a ton of fixes. I mean, ins and outs of everything you can possibly imagine. What we're going to talk about in this video today, guys, is the big ones that we were kind of looking forward to, we wanted to see, and we'll talk about a few other things as well. So let's break this thing down, dude. This thing is huge. Settle in, buckle up, grab some popcorn, dude. Let's jump into it. All right, guys, first things first, man, there are a lot of issues that we've been having with some of the balancing on some of the maps, different things like that. Let's talk about it, dude. Let's talk about the slaughterhouse first and foremost, guys, because there has been some slaughterhouse changes that have been made. We've made various changes on slaughterhouse in order to balance the map accordingly. Valve pressure tanks removed upstairs, out of the basement. They are upstairs now, guys. Moved the handle pickup locations to further from the tanks. So handle locations for the valve are going to be moved to different locations in the slaughterhouse. The building door can now have a padlock added to it, guys. This is massive. The sliding door, the metal sliding door in the back can now be padlocked. This is freaking amazing, epic. I was hoping they were going to do that. They did. And they are also putting nuggets in both the slaughterhouse and the facility building, guys. This is massive. Another huge one coming in, guys, is security pins for the cook, the perk for the cook. It will now no longer affect all of the locks in the map. It will only affect his padlocks, guys, which is how it's supposed to be intended. This is also a really good change as well. Also, guys, Johnny's ability has been tweaked. If you are a victim, you are moving crouching. He can no longer find your footprints. Now, does this mean moving and running while crouching? I do not believe so. It just says crouching and moving slowly, but now you can counter Johnny's ability by doing just that. Another huge, absolutely massive one, guys, probably the biggest one on this entire patch notes for me, is waking up Grandpa. So we have adjusted the threshold for waking up Grandpa. It should now require slightly more noise to wake Grandpa on the victim side, and auto wake up events will still wake him up normally. So this means, guys, for those of you that are getting out of your getting off the ropes and you're spamming toolboxes, lockpicks, or should I say bone scrap, things like that, it will now take longer to wake Grandpa up. This is, of course, in an effort to make the match a little bit longer, you know, give family a little more time to set up, things like that. Also, guys, the Grandpa cutscene has been removed. There no longer will you be chainsaw stalling, anything like that in the basement when Grandpa is woken up. There will be a simple banner across the screen that lets you know Grandpa has indeed been woken up. Also, guys, for the cook, we have a little bit of a nerf coming in. We have adjusted the seek ability to not detect victims who are crouched and moving slowly. Again, this does not mean moving fast while crouched, just moving slow. Cook will no longer be able to attack you. Also, guys, Johnny's sprint attack has been nerfed just a little bit more. It's going to bring him more in line with the other family members, so when he's chasing you in a full chase, he's not going to get continuous hits in. This is an effort to make Johnny just not feel so OP when you're a victim out in the open getting chased by him. Also, guys, for the cook, tags duration, his tag duration, whenever he tags somebody, is going to be a little bit shorter now, so they're not going to stay highlighted for as long. That's right, guys, cook is getting nerfed. We knew it was going to happen. Guys, for gallows, gallows is going to be a little more incentive to getting them now, because there's going to be more XP gained when getting a gallows kill with Leatherface. Let's talk about the gas station a little bit, guys. So, of course, the smoke room door, that has been an issue a lot of folks have been having on gas station. The smoke room door now, guys, which I think a lot of us assumed will now have a cattle grid in front of the door. Also, the side gap on the side of the door has been removed as well, so you have to go straight through the door, but you're first going to have to turn the generator off to be able to get through that door. So one little extra element you're going to have to do before you can just go ahead and run straight out that gas station door. There will be a charged cattle grid in front of it. And of course, as we know, guys, the Leatherface requirement has been removed. Nothing else has been changed from the maps. Nothing else is changing in terms of barricades, nothing like that. You simply will just not have to pick Leatherface anymore in the game. So you do that at your own discretion. I know he's going to be in my games all the time, because if I have to pick him, I will. Another one, guys, is the lobby timers. A lot of folks are just sitting in lobbies, not readying up. You're always waiting on that one person that lets the entire timer run down for like 2 minutes and not readying up. This has been changed as well. So if 5 out of the 7 players are ready in the game now, guys, the timer will go down to 30 seconds and you'll be able to start. A little bit more on the pressure valve, guys. Family members will no longer be able to exploit the pressure valve. I am guilty of that myself. You're no longer going to be able to instantly shut off the pressure valve. You're going to have to do it the way it was intended. However, it will repressurize when you do shut it off. So the victims who are trying to turn on the pressure valve and turn on the exit gate are going to have to get back to that thing super quick before it loses all of its progress. Another big one, guys, that was huge for me is Hitchhiker's traps on pressure valve. For those of you that know, if you try to trap the pressure valve, it is really difficult to get the trap close to the valve itself. And sometimes even victims can kind of maneuver themselves in between your trap and the valve to still turn the tank on without stepping in your trap. Now Hitchhiker's going to be able to put his trap directly in front of the pressure valve. And also, guys, at the match start, victim abilities, 60-second countdown, guys. You will no longer be able to use your ability for the first minute of the match when you start the game. So if you're Leland and you're getting kind of froggy with Leatherface down there in the basement, and you feel like, you get your get out of jail free card with your ability, you better make sure it's after 60 seconds because you're not going to be able to use it to take him out. You also want to make sure as Leland, you're not getting, fully slammed by Leatherface at the beginning of the match because you're not going to be able to get yourself out of that situation. It is 60 seconds for abilities. So, ladies and gentlemen, in a nutshell, these are the biggest takeaways I've gotten from the patch notes today, guys. This patch is absolutely massive. And if I read the whole thing here to you guys and kind of break down everything, it's going to take literally an hour for this video. I'll have to make a podcast to make this, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to link it down in the description, but I'm really excited about it. I think I've kind of cherry-picked everything that was kind of most exciting that we were looking for in this upcoming patch, which is tomorrow. It is scheduled to be released tomorrow. If you guys get the time, man, go over these patch notes. There are various UI changes, HUD changes, in-game changes, bugs, crashes, fixes, lobby changes, different things. Oh, I do want to talk about that too, guys, with the lobby, from you getting crashed and things like that, getting removed from your friends and lobbies. That has all reportedly been fixed. So it's going to be huge, man. There's even fixes in here for both Nancy and Danny before we've even gotten to play them. So I'm not exactly sure what much of that means until we get hands-on with them tomorrow, but definitely check out this patch, guys. It is gigantic, and I'm sure there's probably something in there for everyone that they've been looking forward to. So with that said, guys, man, we'll be streaming tonight to talk a little bit more about the patch. Maybe we'll even go over the patch in more detail on tonight's stream. But tomorrow we will be back with more the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Of course, we're going to be playing and trying out the new DLC, man. Cannot wait to play both of these characters. So let me know what you guys think about this video. Let me know what you guys think about this patch after you've read the whole thing, man. Really excited to get your thoughts on it. And for everything the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, man, check back right here. We will see you guys on the next video. Take care, guys.